This first activity that you completed had to do with reading issues. And in the sentences that you had to kind of interpret or decipher, you may have seen how difficult it was just to get through a very basic sentence. But in order to do that, letters were transposed and so on. And this has to do with what we call reading disorders, where some students may struggle. A common name people are familiar with is dyslexia. That's a form of a reading disorder. And as you saw, if you take a very basic sentence and transpose certain letters and kind of have to decipher that process, it takes a lot longer for you to read that sentence, more or less comprehend what you've just read. So please keep this in mind if you provide handouts in the classroom. One of the accommodations we might provide someone who has a reading disorder might be to request that faculty members give handouts in advance. That way students have an opportunity to read them and work on comprehending them prior to class, so they'll have an equal opportunity to engage in the discussion in that classroom, or if it's a handout in class, maybe to read it in advance so that they can make notes on that handout. It really is an activity designed to show how what people without disabilities might take for granted as far as reading through a basic sentence might be a very daunting challenge for someone with a reading disorder.